Okay, today we finally got an episode going of Mama Joy's Interesting Life. I know it's kind of late, as you know, it's 8:30. We finally got the first video going today. I haven't been putting much on here. Not much has been going on, and I went to Bridgehaven today. They were supposed to take us out to eat the roosters, and then they changed their mind. Because the person that had the idea is nowhere been found. So they changed their mind and went to damn seafood lady, which I like to go see her. Yeah, I love the seafood lady, but the thing is, I could go see them myself. You know, I go to seafood lady myself because it ain't but a few blocks here from where I live, and usually I like them to take us places that we don't get to go. I want to be able to get in the van and go ride, you know, just stuff like that. Okay, but so what I did, I went there for group, ate lunch, came home, took a nap, and probably slept, got up about 5 o'clock this evening. And I'm moaning and groaning. No, not moaning, groaning, but maybe just a little down in the dumps. Because just feeling I guess I'm a little down in the dumps. That's what I was doing, just up there in my apartment, laying in my damn bed, because even though I had just got my check, you know, I had to pay my bills, and I had to buy about $200, almost about $200 worth of groceries, because I want to keep the place stocked up with food, because that's, you know what, because I had to keep the place stocked up with food. I can't go without food. I mean, there's things I want to do, but can't go without food in my house, you know. First things first, and I'm diabetic, you know. See, that's what I did. I think last month I'd done that so many months before, where I said, well, I'm going to spend the money, go to such and such, because, you know, I'll just get only this much stuff for groceries and go eat at all these churches and soup kitchens. But, you know, this time of year, sometimes you don't want to get out of your house because it's cold. But two, we don't have the stuff we used to have. So, you know, can't depend on, you know. So, you know, this is what was going on. I didn't know about that. I had Turk's party in Lexington I want to go to, which is next Friday. Now, I could have probably gone to that if I didn't have to buy $200 worth of groceries, because all I needed was a car rental, which, you know, I can still try to get, you know, maybe if I work tomorrow, because I got work at Labor Ready tomorrow. But the good news is, like I said, I got the job at Walmart, but you know how that is. You start a regular job, you don't get paid. It'll be about a week or two till you get paid. But now, I didn't find out about this till yesterday. But Guns N' Roses, one of my favorite heavy metal groups from the 80's, is at the Yum Center. Guns N' Roses. And you know I didn't know Duff and Slash was back with them. Because I know Duff and Slash, they was, you know, Guns N' Roses kind of broke up for a minute. And during that time, Duff and Slash was part of another band, Velvet Revolver. And, well, I guess they got back with Guns N' Roses, you know. Got Axl Rose. Now, Izzy Stradlin ain't in the group. But they got new groups, I think. Matt Sorghum isn't in there. But I'm telling you, even though I'm a hip-hop chick, I'm a hip-hop chick at heart, all the way through. But the heavy metal stuff, them bands back in the 80's, is a part of me, too. You know, it's where I got started, you know. That's where I got started. And, you know, I was wanting to have a band before I wanted to be a rapper, you know. But I just found out I was good for the rap game. You know, but you know, right? But you got rappers now that kind of doing a little bit of both, you know what I'm saying? Got the rap and the rock and roll. I didn't find out about this till yesterday, because you know what, I sit there and said to myself, well, I guess I could have did without $60 worth of groceries. You know, like I said, I could have done without $60 worth of groceries to go to Guns N' Roses, but damn, I want to go to the Turk party too next week. And you know, I didn't think there was going to be any work tomorrow at Labor Ready. But see, I'm waiting for Walmart to call me to give me my orientation date, so I can get my week all planned out. You know, I'm supposed to hopefully start next week. I want to start next week at Walmart. You know, like I was saying, because you know, I can pretty much only work like 3 hours. I'm gonna work 12 hours, 15 hours a week there, but I won't be. You know, at least that'll be good. You know, I don't have to be. You know, I don't like to say what they're paying me. It's not like they're paying me a whole lot, but you know, they're paying me to where it's gonna work out better. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I really should not be. You know, with my physical problems and mental stress, you know, I probably shouldn't be working at Walmart more than 15 hours a week anyway. But I'm looking forward to starting my job there. But, you know, you don't get paid for about a week or two, so I probably, like I said, won't see my first check until around Thanksgiving. But I'll tell you what I'm doing today. Since I can't go to the concert, I'm just going to go out here to the Yum Center and just hang out for me. Just chill, kick it, watch the people coming out, you know. Be nice if I can, run into the guys, run into all the Guns N' Roses group members, you know. I liked Duff and Slash. They was my favorite. It's like their duo, you know what I'm saying? They my favorite rock and roll duo. It's my favorite guitarist. Slash was off the chain. Slash is off the chain. So I wonder if Slash ever got together. I think somebody did a hip hop video and Slash was in it. Slash was in a video, if I remember right. You know, I think it's only one. I think it's the only member that had anything to do with hip hop. I don't know if he did. But, you know, I think it's cool how Slash got this curly hair, wears the hat. You know what I'm saying? Axl was cool too. Even though he can be, just personally wise, he's a bit of an ass. But, you know, I think he's a very talented artist. Very talented. But I'm going down here to see these guys one way or another. I mean, if they have an after party. If they have an after party, I can go. But I guess, you know, you don't hear rock and rollers having after parties, do we? You know, if I go on and ask about an after party, because you know what? I've been in hip hop. I've been following the hip hop industry for about the last 20 years, even more than that, probably. Well, maybe 25, 26, 23 years, you know. It was in the early 90s, you know, that's when those big hair bands pretty much went out and hip-hop was really making its, coming to its peak. So, you know, I started, you know, hip-hop, like my favorite, you know, I liked the NWA. I started out with liking West Coast hip hop, so, but I'm just got out of my place. I'm on 2nd Street out here walking, you know, because I said to myself, you know, I have to get out and walk about, you know, anywhere I can, because I get restless, you know, I get restless staying up there too long, and if I don't, I get too restless, and I don't want to go into no panic attack. It's not good, so that's why I was sick to begin with for so many years. But I'm seeing what's going on out here. There's people out. I want to see how many people went to this concert. Yeah, I'm surprised they had tickets left, you know. But see, nobody knew about it, you know. Maybe I seen it about a few months ago, but just forgot about it. I know my friend Tommy, he's probably here. I see Tommy, he spends his money to go to this stuff, but he goes and eats at all the churches and St. Vinny's and stuff. so he has money to go to that stuff. And see me, I have to keep food in the house. I have to keep a lot of food in the house, and and it kind of helps me to have a place stocked up because, let's say the next month, next month I don't have to really spend as much to get groceries. Say what I need right now is one of those deep freezers because winter's getting here. I tell you what, I get a deep freeze, honey. I'm gonna be packing that thing up. I'm gonna put basically fresh meats in there. Is what I'm gonna be putting in the deep freeze. That way I have meat. I'll have enough meat for the whole winter. For 3 months, I got some people. I see some people when they come to the store. They don't even come to the store you only come to the store about every 3 months, but when they do, you see them going out there with baskets and stuff. Baskets. Because the only store they really got in town is really a small store where they could just get little odds and ends. See, they get their milk and stuff like that, as far as their meats and everything. Hold on, let's see what she wants. Okay. Okay, yeah, a friend of mine just texted me. She was just asking where I was. And I didn't bring my damn, did I bring my lighter? No, it's in my bag. It's in my thing. Okay. Hey, Noreen. I'm getting ready to go hang out at the Yum Center. I had a concert. Now, something else comes up, too. Not only is Turk's party next week that I want to go to, but then I found out yesterday Guns N' Roses is here. That was my favorite group from the 80's. My favorite rock group. My favorite band, man. Welcome to the Jungles, Paradise City. Sweet child of mine. I'm telling you. And I had friends in Cincinnati I wanted to come see me. That's another reason I couldn't go. But sometimes it's just some things you do. It's not the same when you're by yourself. But I guess I could have went by myself if I had to. But when you think of those bands from back in the day, you think of what your life was, you think of who your friends were and stuff like that, and friends that listened to Guns N' Roses with you, love Guns N' Roses, man, it's like I wanted those people to come up here to go to Guns N' Roses with me. They live in Cincinnati, but you know what? If I can't make this concert, if they having a concert, if they got a tour stop in Cincinnati, well, I'm going to take my ass up Cincinnati or wherever and go. Shoot, if they're down in Florida or Atlanta, I'll make sure I'm at my brother's house or my family's house just to go. My mom and dad won't be going with me to that. I remember when I used to play that music, boy, I used to give me a headache. Get some of these old people talking about how they don't like rap music. Well, I remember when the bands were out back in the day, boy, they was really bitchy too. They give me a headache. Oh God. No, this is just what we call nitty gritty of rock and roll, honey. Yeah. Slash, I don't know if anybody did listen to Guns N' Roses. I don't know if you guys listen to this stuff. But, yeah, Slash and Duff are my favorite band members in that group. Everybody, pretty much. That was who stayed and stuff, but I didn't think they was coming back. Because I know Axl did not get along with all the members. Because he could be a dick. He can be a total ass just as a person. But, he's talented. I do like the fact he's talented. He's a talented musician. But my favorite song from them was November Rain. That was the best piece they did. The video and all. Like I said, I'm probably going to be listening to that song sometime tonight. It's actually November. Ain't no rain out, but yeah, there's going to be cold November rain coming up. I'm dressed like a rock star and everything. I got the hip hop and the rock star in me. I've got this shirt on, the skulls, of course, that was Guns N' Roses. It's a rock star. I got the bandana stuff. That's hip hop. I got my bling bling, all that good stuff. So I got it all both in me. I'm going just like I was going to the concert. I just wish my friends would have showed up. One friend I had, she got to work, so she can't come up. She couldn't make it. I could have took. Oh Lord, that's a big ass rope. Look at that damn thing. Big ass motherfucker. One thing I remember about Duff and Slash and Guns N' Roses was at the American Music Awards back in 1990 when they were so drunk and high off their ass. They got up there and they cussed on stage, and boy, they had to stop. I remember back in when shit was more censored like that. Boy, they had to turn off the TV. They cut it off. They was drunk off their ass. Oh, I remember that. Everybody's coming to school and talking about it. Well, at the time I was at the McNicholas High School. But, I remember some of the people, some people was cool up there. They come in the next day talking about what happened on that American Music Awards. A lot of them actually listen to music, thing what they listen to. Some of them used to think it was satanistic, and I was listening to that stuff. They would be. Some of them would be up there getting on my case saying that stuff is satanistic and all that. I said it depends on what you listen to. I didn't believe. I wouldn't go along with it. I didn't think Catholics were against that stuff. I thought that was Pentecostal people that was Pentecostal people that are against that stuff, Southern Baptists, Pentecostals used to get on my case too, because I was listening to heavy metal, I guess sometimes they against rap music too. Rap music gets picked on just like anybody else. I don't know what you call people like that. People that are just not any fun. People that don't like much of anything, You know what? Music is the heart, honey. You can't thrive. How can you live and thrive in life without music? Like some of us had those. Some of us, we grew up back in rock and roll days, we had those parents that looked at us as slackers and shit like that, be coming in your room, getting on your case, telling you need to get your life together and all this, you need to start this and that and all that, Sometimes I had one of those parents sometimes, yep. Some of them. It's like, one of them people that, on my walls, man, I remember I had, when I get the hit parader, the circus, and all that shit. I got the hit paraders with the main, see, you said the metal magazines. I get those too. I got the hit parader, circus, and I don't remember else. And see, I did the same with hip-hop magazines, too, I'd get the, Ride On and Word Up, and Vibe was what I subscribed to every month. I was always getting the Vibe magazine. Source, XXL. They used to have Blaze. Vibe used to have a Blaze magazine for a while. You know what I'm saying? I liked getting the posters out of those magazines and putting them on the wall, and I swear, my cousin out in Vegas was the same way, so it's like we had posters gracing our walls and covering our walls. Yeah, my mom and dad said I used to have so many on there, they didn't want me hanging them all up, and then when I hung them up, I had to put frames around them. So, you know, I mean, just mom and dad, I just had one parents that didn't like me putting all that stuff on my wall. You know, they used to think that, oh, that's what's, they used to get on my case and say, well, that's the reason your grades are bad and all that shit. I said, that ain't the reason my grades are bad. You know, why they blamed that? And then if they didn't like the damn poster of somebody, they wouldn't be hanging it up. I had a picture of James Hetfield on my wall, Metallica. And he was out with his shirt on, he was all greasy and shit. My mom said it didn't look like that. I said, that looks nasty, take it off. Went in my room one day, went in, wasn't even at home, went in, took all my posters down, all of them. Got in trouble. See what I had to fucking deal with. But I went through, and well, once they took them off, we went through the posters, you know, and they just picked out the posters I could put back up, and the ones I couldn't hang back up. I said, look, you're living in our house, so you have to do what we tell you to do. Shit, well, when you're like 14, you just can't leave, I guess. You know, you're still a child, they still have to take care of you. You have to do what they tell you. Said if I can have a couple posters on my wall. And the posters had to look decent. It was good enough to let me keep a Motley Crue poster up, you know. They let me keep Motley Crue, they let me keep Poison. I think it was one with Richard Marx they let me keep up. Yeah, they had a nerve to tell me to put New Kids up. I would not do it. I said, I hate New Kids. Music was alright, but I just didn't like New Kids. Fuck New Kids on the block. But you know, when they came out, I mean, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC come out. Hey, I'm sorry, but NSYNC ain't got nothing on Backstreet. Backstreet Boys are those boy groups that came back. I like Backstreet the best. And NSYNC. Yeah, I think Justin Timberlake. I like what. Yep. I like he made his rain rap game and stuff. Yeah, got love for Justin. Justin Timberlake. Oh, the reason I just didn't. I mean, you can like the music, but just me. I'll tell you why I didn't like New Kids. I didn't like some of those preppy boy groups that was out. Was, well, when I was growing up, I ain't gonna talk about it, but you know how it is. When you come from where you come from, the hood, and then you got to go to school, bunch of preppy girls from the suburbs that got money, and they're a bunch of brats and shit. Kind of what spoiled little bratty girls and stuff who fell in love for Jordan and all that. Went on about Jordan, obsessed with him. How cute he looks and all that. And they weren't mean. They were just mean. They used to say the nastiest shit. It was at the private school they did that. There's a bunch of preppy girls up there. I'm saying nothing wrong with preps, but I wasn't considered a prep to them, but I didn't give a shit. I wasn't a prep. I'm glad I wasn't. I'm not a prep. Good. Now, hip-hop might make me a little preppy, because you're wearing, you know, the stuff they wear, but that's totally a different group, right? Hip-hop, urban. But sometimes when I think I'm wearing those brand clothes, you know, it's still a name brand, and preps wear name brands. I think some of the guys, you know, and I'm just going down here to this Yum Center and wait to see Guns N' Roses come out. I can tell there's some people here that was supposed to go. Let's see how weird people dress, wearing black leather and all that, wearing the boots. Oh, yeah. I think they even got the shirt on. That's what I needed money for. I wanted money for, I guess I really went ahead and had money for a shirt because I could go get that shirt, get a Guns N' Roses shirt for probably $10 somewhere. I want the old vintage shirt that I used to have. It had the Appetite for Destruction. But I wore that out. It got holes in it. I don't know what happened to it. It wore the hell out of them t-shirts. Oh, yeah. Guns N' Roses, my group, man. How's the concert?
We haven't been there. We're going.
Oh, okay. I wish I could go. I ain't got the money, but I'm just going to go hang out. Cause that was my group back in the day. Good luck you getting a seat. I'm surprised this damn thing ain't sold out. Huh? And I bet the $60 seats sold out real quick. I mean, you didn't have good seats anyway. Some of them you can't see. And if you could see, you were right there. You can only get a side view of them, which really isn't as bad as, I think that's better than paying $100 to sit so many feet away in the front view and not getting a good picture. Show you some of the people that are going to Guns N' Roses or coming back. Some of these people ain't even, concert start at 7:30. Huh?
Do you know where the Yum Center is?
That's where I'm going, straight ahead. I ain't going to concert. I ain't got money, but I'm going to go hang out.
You should.
I know, because that was my group back in the day.
How old are you?
I'm 43.
You're like 5 years younger than me.
For real? You know what? Yeah, not 48. I said, but man,
Go hang out, girlie.
I grown out in the 80s. I'm telling you what, Guns N' Roses is my favorite group from then. Mm-hmm. I'm mostly fucking rap shit. Shit. That's what you do if you don't have money for a concert. Just sit outside. I used to imagine that stuff when I was young. Being in a rock band and getting to hang out with those guys and party with them rock stars. Yes. That was my dream. Go to Los Angeles like all of them did and get on the scene. Guess I didn't get to do that. Shit. Guns N' Roses is here. Look, I bet this thing has to be packed. I said, if this damn thing isn't sold out, because they had tickets for $200, I can't afford that. That's all they pretty had much left. All the $83 tickets where you had good seats, maybe not the best, but seats that you can afford that was any good, they were sold out on those. So I'd say they sold out pretty good, but at least they had it at the Yum Center. That's where Snoop Dogg should have had its concert last year. That's where Lil Wayne should have had its concert. More seats. They had it over Louisville Palace. You don't have much seats in there. You got to get a ticket. Once you hear about that, you better buy your ticket. I know a lot of hip hoppers that I remember back when Guns N' Roses was out, friends of mine listened to hip hop music when it was coming out. They liked Guns N' Roses. You know. Metallica, man, that was my band too. I liked Metallica, I liked Poison, Def Leppard, Motley Crue. What was the other groups I liked? Had all kinds. Those are the main groups I liked. Whitesnake, Europe. I like the Final Countdown. So we're talking about something different because it's Guns N' Roses. Look what they got in here, man. I know I can't even go in because I don't have money to get a ticket. Shit. I wonder if they're even selling any tickets at the ticket office. I'm just curious as to, some of them people, what do they got here? They giving away free Cokes or what? Free ticket. Oh, it'd be nice if they give us free Cokes, like they're giving us. What all they got in there? They're giving away free stuff. I think you gotta go on to the concert. I wonder if they're even still selling tickets. I'm curious if they got tables with t-shirts out, I'm really curious, so I'm gonna go up here and see. Man, I want to go. Ain't nobody out here selling tickets anymore. Selling cheaper.
Please only remove your phone and camera from your pocket and place them into one of the containers.
Is there any more Guns N' Roses tickets for sale?
$2.50 each. Yes.
102?
Yes.
Wow, man. See, they sold out of those $60 ones, I guess. Shit. God. What it goes so damn bad.
Please only remove your phone and camera from your pocket and place them into one of the containers located on the tables inside the lobby. Have all bags open and ready for visual inspection. Please have coats and jackets unzipped. Please have one ticket per person ready to be scanned after you pass through the metal detectors.
You know you gotta have a damn ticket to go, don't you? Let's sneak in this damn motherfucker.
Welcome to the KFC Yum Center. To make entering the facility as quick and convenient as possible, please only remove your phone and camera from your pocket.
Oh, no, they don't have. I guess all the tables and stuff is up there,
The lobby.
I wish they'd let me just go
in. Ready for visual inspection. Please have coats and jackets unzipped. Please have one ticket per person
people got.
ready to be
Oh, I want to see how the people are dressed going in there. They all wearing gothic outfits, corset.
Welcome to the KFC
gothic skirts. This is the sausage chain.
Facility as quick and convenient
I wish my friend could have came up
Please
here.
only remove
We
your
had
phone and camera
Ball,
from your pocket. Place
Randy.
them into one of the containers located on the tables inside the lobby. Have all bags open and ready for visual inspection. Please have coats and jackets unzipped. Please have one ticket per person ready to be scanned after
We got the limos out here, honey. I wonder if they have an after party. I'll go to an after party. I could go to that. I wish they had one. Man, I loved my rock concerts. We get wild at them things, Now, people used to you would get up, people pick you up, and they pass you over. You know how they do. So all the cook positions are. I'm trying to get. I got some work at Labor Day tomorrow. They said I got to show up at 7:30 tomorrow. Because I got to have money in my pocket. Mm-hmm. Well, all right. I'm gonna be back after these messages.